Yeah, y'all. I told you we was gonna do this. I hope the FCC don't come looking for us today,
I hope
Trav.
they do.
If they do, that means we're doing something right. If they don't, that means we ain't got enough viewers going up here right now. But American Dream Radio, y'all, it's Friday. I told you I was gonna be back in the building. Got y'all something special going on, a lot of special things. So we gotta talk about everything special going on today. Today is 444 DJ Fly Time, man. I hear you blasting that oval.
Yes.
We got on here early and
Yes.
stole the airwaves a little earlier than usual. And
Prepared for it.
we gonna get into this album, man. I wanna know every track. I need to know what happened. I ain't even listened to it for real yet. So this what I'm gonna do today on American Dream Radio, y'all. Make sure y'all paying attention to this. We're gonna go from track to track.
Let's go.
I wanna hear how everybody feel about it in the room. But speaking in the room, man, we got some special guests in the room.
Yes,
And they don't even know it yet, so I'm gonna go and embarrass them a little bit on air right now and get this thing all the way right, man. Cool ass Trav, I know you here every day. DJ Fly Tie, y'all here every day, but I wanna give y'all two people that really motivated me to start messing with the radio again and playing with it.
Okay.
How can I set this up right, man? I sat in the studio with these gentlemen one night and got a chance to listen to a few of them, watch them make music.
Okay.
And you know, sort of gave me that bug to say, you know what?
Yeah.
I sort of need to be back in my element of what I'm doing. And obviously, I'm not a rapper, I don't want to be, but this is my element right here, speaking on this microphone and giving people good information and a show. So, you know, like, as I sat down, I think y'all realized at the time, I said, yo, I really got to get back in my element. And I watched the engineer, and I watched y'all two just make magic more than one occasion. So, literally, as soon as I got the show, I said to myself, I gotta get them on here. But I wanna be honest with you, I didn't wanna do y'all a disservice by bringing y'all on here until I got the platform really where I wanted it to be. And that's why I sort of waited to this moment to sort of say, because I know I could have pulled my get out of jail free card anytime, so I said I'm gonna wait until we really build this up right and get it right. So we feel like we're here today and it's on a perfect day because we got Hov in the building now. We usually beating everybody brain down about the sports thing, but I might mess with y'all a little bit more about some music stuff today, but I am gonna get to y'all about some sports too. But without further ado, everybody, we got Mr. Dante Hill in the building.
Man, we out here, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to see you. We got Rooftop in the building, official rockers in the building, man.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, rock, man. I just want to commend you, brother, on your movement, man.
Appreciate that.
You sort of look like you starting to give me that feel back in the days of the old Rockefeller when I knew Biggs was there, but I ain't seen him as much, but I knew he was there. I knew he was there. So every time I see Dante and I see a picture, I'm like, rock somewhere. I can't really, but that's sort of work. I like that dynamic of y'all two and how y'all like.
Whole fact.
There ain't no egos over that Rooftop, man. It look like it's real serious
Can't
right
be
now.
that. Can't build with egos.
Listen, man, I know somebody was calling this early. I'm gonna take it though, cause it's just we really don't do this for him, but I really want to know what's going on. So pick it up, go ahead. I dare you.
That.
What's going on?
Caller, what's up?
What's going on, Dante?
Who that?
Who this?
This is Matt.
How you doing?
What's going on?
That's not your car outside, man. With the bullet hole.
Oh,
That's Matt.
I figured I'd have you a shout out on the radio.
you want to give a shout out? Who you want to shout out?
Oh, that's love, man. Do that.
I'm just like, you know, you inspire me so much.
Man, that's love, man.
Rap music.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I can't wait to be a part of the movement.
Oh, man, you know that, man. Man, just showing love and being supportive of everything we doing already make you a part, man. And you know, conversations can always be had about, you know, escalating things, man. You know that, brother. We appreciate that, though, always. You know that.
Yeah, and you said something that inspired me. You said we as artists should learn to like all genres of music.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that, man.
Well, listen, Carla,
I appreciate you.
Carla, we appreciate you calling so much. We got a lot of people we trying to get to today and a lot of things, but at the end of the show, if you're still around, give us a call back, please.
Yeah.
No, man. You gotta sign me.
We're going to get you off there. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Love.
All right, man.
Yeah, I see that American Dream Radio. I'm gonna be real with you. That's how I know the energy is different.
Yeah.
Because we ain't even. I said your name for 2 seconds, and somebody said I gotta call in, and she's like,
nah, man, I gotta keep that a stack with you. You said it's mad. I didn't know what you were saying. I was like, what? I thought it was a shorty at first, the way the voice
Yeah,
was
because
up.
it's Host.
But I know that, dude. That's somebody. Every show that we do, man, if it's live and he could call in, that same guy calls.
718-239-9200, man. That's dope right there.
He a singer or a rapper? Or
Nah, he a young kid, man, but he really listens to lyrics. And I think he really feels the music, you know.
That's
and I feel
important.
that's the best way to bring people in.
Man.
that's important.
We gonna do that 444 album. It's a lot of that in there. I mean, that's what I come from that school. It got to be content.
Yeah, we gonna get into your background a little bit. We're gonna talk some Rough Riders.
We could
Rooftop.
do that. We could do all that.
We're gonna dig all into your history a little bit and figure out exactly how we got to this point. We like to do timelines here, so. Like I said, American Dream Radio, man. Cool ass Trevor's in the building. Mr. DJ, Mr. Life of Your Party, DJ Fly Ty. We ain't gonna waste no time, because you know 2 hours ain't a long time to get everything in, man. Give me something, man. I know you got something queued up. And
go to song 1.
We gonna come right back, pouring and throwing away money in the strip club, everybody. Credit. We talked about credit on Friday, man. For all y'all still looking, we still got 100 people we trying to get to fix their credit, man. One of the things we partnered with was a company called Credit Repair Service. Yeah. So if y'all know anybody, please send them towards us. We promised that American Dream was gonna do more than entertain. So what we're doing is taking the first 100 people that reach out to me, and I'm gonna push them in the same direction somebody pushed me in years ago.
That's hard.
With just getting their credit together, and I think that's the first step in financial freedom. So
I respect that. That's hard.
If they really dreaming of having this American dream, they're gonna need a loan or something like that eventually. So I suggest to reach out. But yo, Ty, what's the name of that last one right there?
Story of OJ.
Story of OJ. That was deep, man. I was like, I felt a lot of undertones and conversations in that thing that's gonna happen off of that one.
Yeah, man.
I feel like that's the single right there.
Is that?
I feel like it, because you know, Jay made this album, he promoted it, and was like 630, 444. You saw them fours all over the place. Nobody knew what it was. Matter of fact, my girl was like, that 444 got to do with birthdays and
you know, the Illuminati, there's something going on.
Beyonce, you know. So I'm like, I don't care what it means. The music is beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that's the single without him actually putting the single out.
Dante, what you got for that one, man?
Put it out.
I mean, it's funny you say that about the single, because that video actually, when the album dropped, he dropped the video for that record.
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, with the cartoon, right.
See?
So that got to be a single. He got to want to do something with it going in early. But you know, I mean, the way I feel about that record is the way I feel about Jay now, which is crazy. Like, a lot of people love Jay. One of them rappers, I can't just say I like classic Jay. Jay grows, and through each period of his life, he reflects it through his music just as hard as he reflected Reasonable Doubt era. If he was like just coming off of the crack or the dealing and everything he was doing in the streets, he reflected that world so organically you could feel it. Right. That's what made Jay who Jay is, right? So now you have 444, everything he's talking about with his marriage, talking about when you talk about the credit and just what you supposed to do with your bread as opposed to what all these dudes feel like you supposed to be doing with it. Like, I'm a rapper, I'm supposed to be in the strip clubs. Look at that ain't how I got where I got. I did that early, but look where I'm at now. Y'all ain't trying to learn. It's like all of that, you know, and making it look cool. Not on no corny nothing like the teacher trying to teach you about what credit is. You know, Jay a monster at that.
I'll tell you one thing that you caught me with, and I really liked how you used it. I feel like, and you said it just now, I want you to say it again, Jay resets the music game when he comes out.
He definitely reset the bar with this album.
So say that one more time and explain that to the people so they can get it.
Word, I was saying every time Jay drop an album, I call it like, it's like a hip hop State of the Union. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time Jay drop an album, it kind of resets the state of the genre. Get
the t-shirts ready.
Yeah, even if you're not a Jay-Z fan, it's like, we don't gotta like Trump, but we in Trump's country. Like, I mean, he the president, you know, so I mean, in some sense, I mean, we could want to control things as much as we want, but we gotta listen to what he's doing so we know how to fight it. Yeah. We know how to combat it. So I'm saying with Jay, you don't even have to be a Jay fan, but if you involved in hip hop, you have to listen to this album. You gotta know what Jay talking about.
The thing I like about this album, like, we're obviously all from that era of content, lyrics, and like, oh wow, like, what did he just say?
Bars.
Bars. I'm telling y'all now, right here, the first young dude that says this is a whack Jay-Z album, I'm going to court. I'm catching him in court there.
That's why Travis said I want y'all to be cool last Travis.
I feel like there's a lot of hidden rhymes.
Yeah.
There's a line that he said where.
Hold on.
No. I gotta say this. There's a line I may
What's
not
the name
say
of the
it
song?
verbatim. I'm not even gonna. I can't even remember at the time. It's so many lines. But it was one line where he was like, oh my God, blind messages. I have to read things without. I was like, what the hell?
Jay a deep artist.
We definitely have to break that down. But
we only one song in.
For you young kids who think this is a whack album and you are Future and you are a Percocet.
You better tell them.
And you are a Percocet and a Molly popper. If you rapping and you still talking about Molly and Percocets and popping up, go back and do your album over.
Like that's it.
Go do your album over. Go do it over. All you new rappers coming out, go do it over.
Yo, Rock, how'd you feel about that last track? I know we took it in real quick. I know it's
I'm digging that track, man. I was listening to some of the stuff he was talking about. I like when he was coming at the dudes that was like putting the money to their ears and like all that. He was talking about like a lot of corny stuff that we doing in that.
We
That's one of my favorite joints though.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to nobody right now. I did this on purpose. I said I'm not gonna listen to it until I get right here in this moment, so I can really give an honest reaction. I got a trip right after this, so I'm gonna have a couple hours to sit still and listen to this. I'm gonna sit with it for a long time. I'm one of the people, music gotta grow on me a lot of times, so you know, that type of thing. Dante Hill in the building, American Dream, we got something going on special here, man. We messing with the Jay-Z album. We're gonna get into Dante life a little bit in the second hour. I promise y'all we're gonna get all about his thing, but I ain't gonna let you out of here without asking this question before we get to something else, man. You the MC, we need to know this, man. Top 5 rappers all time, man. Talk to me. No particular order. I don't put that type of pressure on people here.
Got you.
You know?
For me, man, I ain't no particular order, so I'm just throwing them out there. My list sometimes alternates because I'm a student of the game. I have too much respect for this as a genre to, you know, just leave it.
That's why I don't even ask for the order. Sometimes it's just like, what's your 5?
You learn things about certain artists later, or you hear things later, and you're like, wow, okay, I got to reevaluate this a little.
It keeps happening.
Yeah, but as of right now, which is what it's been for a majority of time, for the most part, is I gotta throw Rakim. Rakim's the first person I really heard multi-syllabics from, and I like how he could leave a bar, continue it into the next sentence.
He said multi-syllabics. We're not gonna let that slide. I think that's the big word of the day right now. Somebody got that. We do a big word of the day around here. I'm the college one, Trevor's the speller, you know, we be out here.
Man, I love my words, man.
I went to college too, I just want
I feel like the speller. I feel like, you know what, forget it.
Rakim, or like how we could just lead words going into bars and like the sentence never had to end. I remember before that, just in going back and listening, a lot of rappers felt like you had to end your sentence at the end of a line, or at the very least at the end of the bar. To keep it going and have it still rhyming was amazing. So I put Rakim in there, Eminem, for a lot of very similar reasons. I feel like he did like what Rakim did, but took it to a whole other level, and I think that just happens with time.
A lot of people ain't strong enough to jump out there and put Eminem in.
I got it.
I like it.
I got it, man. I was admiring that writing when I was like 12. So I gotta say Rakim. I gotta say Eminem. Gotta put Jay in there. Gotta put Jay in there. You know what's funny? Nas was never in my top 5 until very recently. I always knew he was an incredible artist, but he just recently made my top 5.
And why he just recently made it?
Well, it's funny, right? Because One Mic is my favorite rap song of all time. Nas was never in my top 5, but One Mic has always been my favorite rap song ever. You know this. Everybody who knows me really on the music knows that. I think with Nas was, there were just too many other artists that I knew that were similar in style to Nas. But I feel like Nas always got like the leg up on these other artists because he was one of the first, which is it's a respect thing more than it's an actual favorite thing to me. But now I feel like what it is I'm watching how he ages. It's crazy in rap, people who age and they maintain all the elements that always made them them.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we were just saying about Jay. Different space,
I think both of them sort of stayed in that
but
same.
It feel like Jay-Z. Yeah. My pop's on a cruise right now. He gonna come back. First thing he gonna do is download that album when he find out it's out, because it's Jay. You still get excited for Jay-Z like you got excited for Jay-Z. Content is different. Word. It's different. It's different. And it's like me. I'm 25. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm young. I'm just a student of the game. But I'm 25, and I was excited for this like crazy. My pop's gonna be 50. He's like, I mean, like you got to look at that gap in age. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's incredible to be an artist that type of longevity, he a family man like crazy. Like Jay is really like somebody uncle now, really.
Yeah.
But he just so cool with it. He's so smart. The writing is that he's sharp still, and Nas is like that to me now.
So boom, now was that 4?
That's 4, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. My 5th is alternating, man.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna mess. I was gonna let you slide. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. What's that 5, man? Tell me that 5th one.
You know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna jump out the window with it, man. It's a little different because there's a lot of classic artists I got nothing but love for, but I'm not one to feel like I'm just obligated to say like a Biggie or something because you're supposed to. Let's be real about it. Put what makes sense to you, right?
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say Ye. I'm gonna jump out and say Kanye, and the reason I'm gonna do that is this era we got now. No matter what nobody want to say about like music watered down, this whatever. There's a certain type of content that we have now that we couldn't have had before, if not for Kanye. I feel like Ye is one of those artists who made it acceptable for you to come out and your content ain't have to be all street based.
Okay.
Ye is super regular dude, and now you got these Donald Glovers, these Childish Gambinos, or the Drakes, the Kendricks. Because Kendrick not a gangster rapper. You know, none of these guys, these Chance the Rappers, a lot of these guys wouldn't have a lane if Ye didn't make that acceptable.
You know, I like that Ye.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like Ye he comes from the cloth of Jungle Brothers, Native Tongue.
Right.
Tribe, you know, and Common,
Tip,
when he was Common Sense, you know, I feel like you right, but I think it started from them.
Yeah.
I'm a big X-Clan fan, so with the whole Kanye's putting messages in the music, you know, Kanye definitely comes from that cloth, and you're right. I think the fact that he's more outspoken than they were. And he's really passionate about the genre.
And he got a bigger platform than any of these people.
That's what it is.
He's much more outspoken.
That's what it is.
He's signed to Jay-Z.
He's from Pharrell. He's from Q-Tip.
All of that.
He's from all of that. That's him. And then they just throw him in Rockefeller. Like he's that seasoning that they needed.
No, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, if you all the early the first 2 albums, College Dropout, Late Registration, you could hear that in him.
Right.
And his early features, everything he did, even when he was on Chappelle's show, like when it started, he was always with Talib.
That's the Ye I fell in love with, man. The College Dropout.
Yeah, he was with Talib, Most, and all of them. So I mean, Q-Tip, everybody. So it is clear that that those were his influences.
Well, listen, that's what we're gonna do. It's my fault. Speaking of Ye, man, I know we messing with this album, y'all.
Host said something about Ye on that joint too.
So, Ty, man, I need you to get into another track. I don't need no order.
Hard. It was
maybe
hard.
if you want to slide that Ye
That's like
crazy
your big
talk.
brother giving you that, yo, don't mess with Shorty over there. And then when you do, he look at you and Jay.
Listen, I need to react to something. Ty, give me something, man.
You not, oh my God.
Nah, cause you know we still supporting our artists, so we ain't gonna let them get free. Hey, you know we gotta cut it off a little bit. I gotta make sure Fly Ty is
you right.
what I think, cause one day Dante Hill gonna give us the same energy to the country, and I want to make sure that when we do that, we don't steal all his music just a little bit.
First, I gotta say that I appreciate you for coming. 1, 2. I want to say that I gotta appreciate a person that's 25 years old and can really recognize.
Oh man, that's love. I appreciate.
You know, music, good music. You know, cause I'm so biased. I'm so stuck in the 90s, and these kids today don't understand. Like, somebody's gonna say Lil Wayne is better than him still. Right. This album, I don't understand. And why is he talking to these people like that? And I just want to say I appreciate that, because 25 years old to say 444, and you waited for it to come out and really listen.
I was the 12 o'clock download.
Me too. I was watching. I was on the couch like this, like I'm a sprint. I'm like, I'm sprint, so I'm good.
Thought you was lit.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
title.
What happened? You know, but
That's one half of the problem.
I definitely gotta appreciate y'all for coming, you know, and being the age you are to be like, yo, Jay-Z still has it. So that means you was listening. And you mentioned Reasonable Doubt.
Right.
And if you 25 and you mentioned Reasonable Doubt.
20 years ago? He was 5 when that thing came out.
I had to go back on it, but I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's like one reason I say people like M, like, is in my top 5s. One thing I connect with him is Eminem always say, like, I was watching an interview he did last year with Zane Lowe, and it was like, you said, man, like, all that fame is cool, but I ain't even want that. He said, I just love this music, this rap so much. I just wanted respect from my peers, you know, and I just like I wanted to have rappers I looked up to look at me and know how much I appreciate what they did and how much, you know, and I want that. Like I want to meet Jay let me not even say if I ever. I was about to say if I ever. We don't talk like that. We don't talk like
When
that.
we
talk like wins. Right?
I do the same.
Yeah, but like when I meet Jay, I want to meet him and know I could value and appreciate his contribution to the culture the same way Talib Kweli could.
I got a question for you. You can sit down and speak to anybody in the music industry, executive, artist, tomorrow, well, not even tomorrow, when you walk out the door right now, that's your next meeting. Who would you love to sit down with and why? Rock, I'm asking you the same question, so gear up in your head.
Yeah, let Rock go first, man.
It's the same exact question, man.
My head hurt.
I'm about to promo real quick for y'all. You go answer that, bro.
Yeah, any one of y'all, man. This is a real question. I don't know who would you want to sit down with.
Anyone, man. You know, I'm sure that you ready. You know me, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know the answer to this, but it's no fair.
I be all so overthinking with stuff. Man, so many. I feel like based on the moment we in,
the moment right now. Yeah.
Based on the moment, I could say Jay, man. I mean, I take gems from anybody though. You can learn from whatever.
Right.
I can't move. I'm too much of an artist to move feeling like I can't grow or learn from whoever I sit with. Now, I don't feel like I'm gonna take much from Soulja Boy.
You gonna give an answer
we'll take the meeting.
Yeah,
we'll take the meeting.
I'll take the meeting. But like a
okay.
Jay, I mean, just it's clear with you that how much game you could get from.
You know what's crazy about Jay? Not to cut you off, but
so good.
When Jay did Reasonable Doubt, it was an interview that he did where he said he only was like that album was he wanted
that was
to
it.
Do, that was it.
Yeah, it was
he
never
wanted to do an
another album
for his friends, not expecting it to go from Reasonable Doubt to where we are today, 444. Everything, right. I mean, I feel like everything from Reasonable Doubt to now, that dash is so important from what's been going on. He really, when Nas came out with Illmatic, that set the bar for lyrics.
Right.
Jay came, he really wasn't. People didn't respect Reasonable Doubt.
I think Reasonable Doubt went over a lot of people head.
It did.
No,
you know, they didn't expect him to have that culture to say what he said on that album. Yeah. You know, in that caliber. Mm-hmm. So he had to re-release it. I think 10 years later.
Yeah. I think Reasonable Doubt at the time. I was moving around in the streets in 1997.
And he was still hustling at the time when I think he stopped hustling around. What, 25?
Something, I don't know.
He was selling the street, and he said he didn't expect. He just did that one album, expected just to be for his friends, and so everybody could talk about it. And now here we are talking about 444, and you could actually see the transition that he went through in his life if you paying attention to Jay as an artist, because he really doesn't like taking pictures, he said.
Speaking of 444, man, Ty, what was the name of that last one that we just had on there, man? And I think that was like, what one of the Marleys was that, man?
It was called Bam by Damian Marley.
Bam by Damian Marley?
Bam, that's my new Brooklyn word, Bam.
Yo, you know what?
That's hard right there, too. That joint was hard. That may be my single, too. What you got, Dante?
You know what, man? He didn't answer the question.
Yeah, I ain't gonna don't worry about it. I'm like a savant up here.
Over here.
I ain't gonna let it slide. Don't worry. I see Rock over there trying to be Slim off of Cash Money and see his baby, and then there's Slim. Yeah, I ain't know Slim was out there, but Slim was out there. Slim really got that chicken too. But same question to you, man. Before we get into the, who would you want to sit down with? Any exec artist? Who would you want to sit besides Jay? You can't say Jay now either.
Nah.
Your partner stole Jay from me.
Mine's gonna be Puff, man. I love his energy and his passion, man. Like the way he just like, I could look at a Puff video and feel like, all right, I gotta get back in my bag. Like I just like the way he talk, man. His energy, everything like that. Like I really need to have a sit down with him. You know what I'm saying? Get in my zone. Like.
Did you see y'all the Can't Stop, Won't Stop yet?
Not yet.
Please make sure y'all go. Yeah, I was gonna say to all of y'all, man. I actually watched that last night.
I ain't seen it either.
Yeah, I got that on my joint right here. I didn't get through the whole thing yet. I've been watching it like on train rides and all.
Yeah. But it's actually really good. It's informative, and it's like it's something I would tell you, especially as a Puffy. I'm a huge Puffy fan, so I was sitting there. I envision myself screaming at a room full of people eventually one day. Tell them exactly what they need.
Dang that.
I'm in between the two. I love Dame. Honestly,
I do too.
If somebody asks me the question, and Dame might be one of my top 2 or 3 answers.
You right. Cause Dame definitely
got it done.
He was the one that helped grow Rockefeller with Jay, and like we doing this American Dream Radio. They both had that passion to be like,
it wasn't just Jay.
This is going to get done, and this is how we're going to do it. You know, and on that song, what is it? I Am OJ. and Jace mentioned y'all still taking advances from labels and things like that.
Yeah.
That makes me say, hell no.
Right.
I'm gonna do it myself. Whatever money I got in my pocket is what I'm gonna spend on me. I'm gonna invest in me.
It's called the American Dream. So I got that question for you then. Major, non-major, obviously, those are the options these days. You being an artist, I just want to get your opinion. What would you prefer if both options were on the table for you? You know what I'm talking about, the real major, the huge contract, and you're buzzing independently, chance to rap at speed. You're buzzing on both ends. You could choose whatever one you want at this point. What do you prefer and why?
I mean, I tell you, one of my favorite things about listening to this Jay album so far is how many things he's touched on that we talk about all the time anyway. So that let me know we in the right headspace, you know, for where we at. But I feel like I would want to keep that independent, man. I would want to stay as independent as possible. I mean, as you know, we already have complete ownership over Rooftop as a
shout out to Rooftop, company, man. The whole team, man. We gotta get y'all all up here.
Yeah,
too,
we're gonna do that. We're gonna
set something. Don't worry about it.
We got folks out in Atlanta right now. Shout out Cohiba Season out there shooting a video. He's spreading the records out there. Flag and all that playing out there. Got people from Florida.
Who's that young man that got singing out there too, man?
That's my man Retro.
See, y'all, nothing don't get past me, man. I want y'all to know that, man. I'm here, like, listen to this. Like, nothing don't get past me. So I definitely, I like what he doing too. I'm paying attention.
He's solid. That's love, man. I appreciate that, man. You from Florida. We gonna go out there do some shows. You know, we doing OVO Fest with Drake's people in August on my birthday. Or August 3rd, we out there. So I mean, we moving, man. But to answer your question, I feel like with the internet and with all the knowledge that's accessible at this point, there's really no reason that you can't, as an artist, function independently unless you make excuses, you're lazy, and you don't feel like informing yourself on the actual nature of the business. The deal, it's funny, I was watching them on ESPN. They got a show. Let's kind of blend the sports with the music real quick.
Yeah, come on, jump into it.
They got this show called The Shop. Episodes LeBron, Steve Stout, Rich Paul, a few people.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah. And they was saying, it's funny, 2 Chainz brought up, very interesting to me. Said the black man, stereotypically a lot of times, there's this thing, just growing up in the hood, we got this idea that you wanna, if you're an artist, you wanna get the deal. Like that feels like you made it. You know, you get signed. But nobody knows what happens after that. Until they don't tell you about the logistics or the 360s or how many albums you own, what your advances, how you gonna get that money back, how much percentage they get over your distribution. Nobody knows. It's just the deal. You feel like you made it. Why does that have to be what it is?
I think that's ultimately. I think that it's very much like an NBA contract to people.
Right.
It's very much like an NFL, Major League. I think once you get the deal in their mind, they feel like I made it. And ultimately, my understanding, me playing sports. Once you get the deal, that really just means you're now allowed to participate in the field with other people with the deal. But it does by no means that you've made it, that you're successful at all. It just means now you can come and play in the arena where everyone is really participating in that, and you no longer have to just be trying to get in there. But I think just the first step is getting a deal.
See,
most people think that's the final step.
I don't think that a lot of times in the hood, we're really not taught to do that.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of times we're not even taught to follow your dreams.
No, we're not.
You know, everybody says American dream is graduate from college, get married, get a good job. Not graduate from college, follow your dreams, work on your dreams, and go after your dreams
vigorously.
You know,
it's impossible. And that's what makes somebody like Jay-Z's story so incredible, which is why I can never be like one of the casters. Oh, he's boring.
Is it really impossible?
I'm not about. It's not impossible.
Okay, I heard
but you know what I'm saying?
The mental.
You're trained to think that, and it's poisonous.
We're conditioned.
It's poisonous. Yeah, exactly. We're conditioned to feel like there's only a certain amount of jobs that you can possibly do if you even make it that far. You know, if you even survive to it.
The reality is you're unlimited in everything you can and want to do.
I think a lot of times a lot of us grow up in poverty. Right. So to see somebody on the screen with jewelry and money, I want to be that. And the only thing you actually ever see that had money, if you was watching TV or even had a TV, was a rapper or a sports player. You know, but when you go outside and you see the drug dealers on the corner, you see them with the money in the car. That's more accessible than what you see on TV.
I always say that to people, man. My first signs of success was not Michael Jordan. It wasn't Kobe Bryant. It was Big Freddie. And you know, I know y'all don't know who Big Freddie is, but some people in the neighborhood know who
I can
Big
imagine
Freddie is.
because I had a few Big Freddies in my neighborhood.
Honestly, before I wanted to be Michael Jordan, before I wanted anything, I just wanted a truck and the girls like him.
Yeah.
And that's like, and honestly, that's what I originally, when I was like, ooh, started coming outside, that's what I was targeting. I didn't start targeting the Michael Jordans and the Dante Hills of the world to later on in life. Like,
because you don't, it's just like the corporate world, because like you said, the line is real thin, so you don't know how long it took Big Freddie to get to Big Freddie.
What I do now,
you know,
shout out to Big Freddie.
To even get the name.
Shout out to Fred, the homie, man. Shout out to the ATL, man.
And a lot of times, like, we see people, but we don't know the struggle behind their story.
Absolutely.
It looks like, everything in the front looks like, you know, you're doing great.
Yeah.
But it may took Freddie, well, if he was in the 80s,
a long time to
the
get
money
right.
came quicker, but the circumstance that he took to get the money was a lot more risky than today. And even on this album,
I was about to thank you.
Jay said it about you know, people fronting on Instagram with the money.
Ty, give us something, man. I know it's a Jay-Z something just sitting here. I think we 2 tracks and we got 7 more I'm gonna get to, I swear to y'all. What was that? Just tell me the name of that one at least, man, before I gotta go bootleg title.
Maybe that was Caught Their Eyes. Caught Their Eyes.
Caught Their Eyes?
You think he wanted his masters with the masters? Oh my God.
He out here. Don't worry, we balled this from a DSN network.
Okay.
And we on the run right now with this tripod. I thank you for blowing that up right now. I hope whoever ain't listening to see you got Trav. I'm telling you.
I put y'all on the spot.
I'm breaking it now.
These is both been commandeered. We didn't walk in here with these. We ain't gonna lie to y'all. And we hope whoever these is that you're not watching this live stream right now. But if you is, I got some money for you. Don't even worry about it. Because this is the best right here. I'll be using this everywhere. I just come in and just set it up somewhere. But what was the name of that thing one more time? What was the name of that thing one more time?
Caught Their Eyes. Caught Their Eyes.
Caught Their Eyes, man. He said we don't want the masters with the masters. I know he talking about Prince and.
Say he spoke to Prince before Prince died, man.
Yo, Ty, what you thought about that track?
Man, I was hurt by it, man. I was on the train in tears, man.
You were hurt.
Ty,
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Nah, because like I got a passion for music, and like I tell people when you listen to music, you hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists, they can't come out and say, yo, this is what happened, and I know this is what happened. So they tell it through their music so that hopefully you can archive it in your mind, like to pay attention for the future. So when something else happens, or when another great icon that dies and he owned all his music and you never got his music until he died, when that happens, you're like, damn, I got questions. So when Jay says something like this, the questions that I had months ago, you understand? It's like somebody, if you read a lot and then stuff happen, you like, damn, that's what happened in the book. All right.
Then now you want to know.
You know what I'm saying? So now I got questions. And then
Yeah.
he brought up Lardell McMillan. I just had a meeting with Lardell. Shout out to Lardell. Lardell is Prince's lawyer. If people don't know who that is. See, people don't know the facts too.
See, you
So
gotta hook me up with that lawyer, because I just want to go to Prince's house.
you know,
all you like
Lardell,
about.
hold on. I'm gonna give you some insight. Lardell is also Prince's lawyer, but he's also the head of Source Magazine right now.
Okay.
So segue, you got hip hop and Source. So hip hop was upset about Prince. You understand what I'm saying? So when he said I spoke to Prince 2 days before he died, and when Lardell, you hearing all the lies, and it's like,
He really giving us something.
He
having
really
a real
giving us
conversation.
something.
All right.
And you see, that's my favorite type of like. I love being in conversations like this because the way that you analyzing and giving like anecdotes to like what he's talking about like this is like 2 bars he's talking about. But there's so much to him. I'm like, that's what music should be. It shouldn't be you get an album, you sit on it for like 2-3 days, you
And it's
like
gone.
what's catchy and it's gone. Like this,
gone,
because
yeah.
then what's the point of an album? If you just gonna download one record from this one.
I'll never forget when I got that Big Daddy Kane album and that Run DMC album, and I really sat with it for like, you know, it wasn't coming out every week, so you was like, that was it. You get the Run DMC Tough and Leather. You was sitting with that for some months, like nothing was coming out.
That was
like,
it. You just had to take. If you got one album every 2-3 years, that would be like okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, it's
like,
crazy.
okay, like, cause you would have so much to take from that. You like I like this artist. When I want to hear him, I hear this album. I just listen to this. Reasonable Doubt still lasts today because of how rich the content of that was. Illmatic still lasts today.
Talk about it.
Content. Marshall Mathers LP. All these classic albums, man.
How about it? I'm getting out of town in the next couple of hours, man. When we get off there, I got to run out of town and undisclosed location. But I can guarantee you what I'm gonna listen to on my trip.
You gonna listen to 444?
I'm definitely listening to 444, but I mean, even to segue to something different, I'm gonna listen to Reasonable Doubt. I'm gonna listen to Marshall Mathers. I'm gonna listen to Illmatic.
Yeah, I'm gonna
listen to. But what I'm saying is, you know,
exactly. We need him.
I'm glad he's here because we about to walk around into that. I'm playing with that till almost 1 o'clock before I even get into Dante Hill and Rooftop and my guy Rock in here, man. I wanna
Rock the publicist. I'm gonna give him the publicist. He's real quiet.
That's good though. That's good though. I told you that good team. That's why they work so good
But
together.
let me ask y'all a question. Where did the Rooftop name come from? Like how? Okay, we're gonna the publicist to go to you. How did that come about?
Man, it's you know, it's I'm big on the whole reason. Like Dante Hill isn't even my birth name, right? I use it because I feel like it's not. It means something. I
think you know somebody.
I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah. but you know, it's marketable. Rooftop is something I can see like a Starbucks or whatever. Just as a name alone, it works. Conceptually, it's simple enough. Rooftop, highest part of the building. You know, we don't want to. We can start from the ground floor, but we want to work our way up. People like to stop at the penthouse. I want to be on the roof. I want to be at the hardest possible part of the structure. All my brothers that we build with, that we've established this with, feel the same.
Yeah, y'all look. I saw your Instagram. Y'all look like y'all be having fun, like regular
We
New York. Like,
Let me tell y'all something.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say like male Sex in the City-ish. I don't want. I don't want to use that term.
You're not gonna
but
say.
you know, it's like y'all just have fun and enjoy because you. For New Yorkers, you have to enjoy New York.
I ain't gonna hold you, Trav. I hung out with these guys on more than one occasion on some special nights and listened to them make some special music and stuff like that. And I hate the curse. I owe you $2. Have a good fucking time, man. That's how I can put it. I sat there in the studio with them. I watched them make the music. Man. It was a very Biggie vibe because we sat in there and we partying, we drinking. I
like that.
And I'm like, this motherfucker ain't make no song yet. And then I'm tough on MCs, so I was like, this old light skin, what he about to do? And then he going to, flag on the play. And I said, slow mo. Now I'm on my way home in the damn Range Rover, like slow mo. And I said, he got me. He got me. Damn it, he got me.
Balance of great artists, because like Biggie, we honor Biggie so much, but you know Biggie was like high like most of the time. But there are artists who can't produce when inebriated, or that's just their whole sound.
Or
it's
you
just,
get
this
mumble.
Yeah, like this Percocet, the Percocet stuff. There's artists that just go in there and just it's like it's nothing. It's just like it's just a vibe. I'm like, if I'm gonna get lit or whatever, I want that to bring out what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to feel. Because you talk about Flag, that last verse, I did it in the studio. Like that's how I was feeling about the topic. You know, I feel like lyrically, that's so hard. I ain't the person to go after problems with. Once you involved in it, ain't no one stopping it. There's no resolving it. Get what you give. I'm okay knowing it is what it is. I'm okay knowing something. It's like, so that's how I view them. So that they feel like I'm hurting their feelings. If that's how you feeling, then feel it again. Voiding the game, I'ma feel it again. Friendly to people that isn't my friends. Said you're gonna get it without us. I get it. Don't hit it. My people won't get it from them. Look at your get up. Just get up. They act like some babies. They Tommy and Philip. I do this. I live it. My music got lit up. It's just like the whole content of that.
Breathe.
Conceptually. You know what I'm saying? You're saying something. There's a message to that. And I did that lit. Yeah. So my lit music ain't put it to Jimmy.
So
it's different.
How do you like this? To me, music right now is oversaturated.
It is.
And everybody, you know, they sound like, you know, Eddie Murphy in Trading Places.
Yeah.
You know, and how do you be like, you remember that episode? But how do you be like, all right, when do you? I'm gonna put this out now, in the midst of
how do you judge the temperature?
All the chaos, because I'm gonna call it that. This is chaotic music, and then you put out your turn up or your lit music. You know, in the midst of all this that everybody think is so hype and want to get drugged up and you know, this old drug addict music.
Yeah. How do you know what to put out? Basically?
Or when to put it out because it's so oversaturated that are you going to get it to really get it to the masses and get it to the ears you needed to get it to outside of having all these people here mumbling some BS in somebody else.
Who decides that? Is y'all just a group effort? Y'all just
like... I mean, a lot of the conversations that come with things like marketing and when to put something out and everything is always between me and Rock. We you know, we catch up. We got a regular spot in the city. We meet at 11 p.m. like at least 3 days a week and just go over business. Then we chill, we vibe, but you know, we got to be business first.
I be stalking Trevor on the phone.
11 at night?
11 at night.
Oh, Okay.
Travis sleep at that time. I saw him
No,
on the phone.
I'm more of a homebody.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I like, you know.
I call Trav in the middle of the night with his ideas. Like, I got it. He's like,
I'm getting more like that. I like to chill. But yeah, we go over everything we gotta go over and figure it out. We got plugs and all of that. So it's just a matter of giving stuff to the right people at the right time when it's ready.
Let me ask you this: when we talk about Rooftop, is there how can I put this? Who's Rooftop? Who owns Rooftop? That's what I want to know. Who's actually
that would
CEO?
Be us. That would be us.
Okay, is there a third party? Is it you two? Okay.
That's shared. That's shared between him and I. We got that split pretty much 50-50 on that. One thing I also did learn from Jay was to not discuss business too deeply or out loud. But we do have
Like that.
we do have ownership over the company.
That's dope. That's
major, and just because that's important. And I feel like that's all that I like to let people know. So that
how about
not
this?
you,
I know the answer. Man, I mess with you. I know the
what
answer to some of these questions, but I feel like the people should know. That you both are young entrepreneurs, young black men, and you sort of own your business.
Oh yes.
So I felt like that was really important to sort of let everybody know that. But listen, that's what we're gonna do. It's 12:57. I know I got shot to about 1:30. Right. I'm gonna speed through your whole life in 30 minutes. I can really do that. I promise you. I'm gonna slide it all, and I'm gonna do the best I can. But I got 3 minutes to ask y'all about 3 basketball questions. I was not gonna let you two get out the studio with asking any type of sports situations. Both of y'all can answer them. Throwing about who your NBA teams, man. Who you got? Who you watching shit?
You're gonna have the Rock gonna have better answers for you. See, I'm more bandwagon. I'm bandwagon.
Go ahead then. Bandwagon that
like
answer.
crazy.
Rock,
I said all this. I had all this deep stuff to say about the music.
Don't say Golden State. Just don't say that. Don't say
all right, Rock.
That's one answer. We got one answer.
All right.
We got one answer right there. Rock,
man, listen. I gamble. So I don't pick a team because I don't go with the bias route because that's how you lose money.
Last time you came with the books and stuff.
I make my picks.
I felt like we might have won and I ain't get no call.
Whoever I got my money on that day, I'm a fan of. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you. Try to get your money back, basically. Yeah.
Are you paying attention to this Phil Jackson New York Knicks situation at all?
Not too much. I was just reading. I was gonna read it up on it today.
Phil's fired.
Yeah, I heard that.
Just want to get that info.
Yeah.
We are celebrating this whole week.
It's been a long time coming.
We have been celebrating. Give me an applause button.
It's been a long time coming, man.
Khalil has been celebrating.
We've been celebrating all week.
All I'm saying is we was happy when we got Phil. Until,
started falling asleep.
Things ain't go right.
Started falling asleep during work.
Mark Jackson, we welcome you with open arms.
I'm saying this to the Rooftop family. If y'all hired a person to do a job, and after 2 or 3 years, that person was unsuccessful in moving the project or whatever it is you want it to be done, wouldn't you fire him too?
Absolutely, especially when you're blatantly showing me you just don't care.
Yeah, you're disrespecting
have you had to fire somebody?
Right, it's just about the check for you.
Have y'all had to fire somebody and get rid of somebody?
We've had, not fire in a traditional sense, but you know how it is. I mean, a lot of this music stuff, it's still urban, and I mean, it's like, that's
we've had to not do business with that person anymore.
That whole verse that I just did, that was about somebody. That whole little passage that I just said.
Well, this what we're going to do. I know we playing with this Jay-Z stuff, and we playing with your stuff. And like I said, we always fighting against time. Here at American Dream Radio, we try and squeeze a lot of stuff into a little bit of space. That's one of the things we like to do here. So what we're going to do right now, man, is I want to get into a little of your music for a second so we can set this tempo for what we got going on in the second hour. So I'm going to hold off on this 444 for a quick second. I want to ask you, I know I had Flag on the Play loaded up. I know I had Sophomore Year loaded up. You got to pick between those two. Which one did you like better? I'm going to tell you right now, I like Sophomore Year. Sophomore Year might be my favorite Dante Hill.
That's the balance, man.
I like the pain. Like, I'm that type of person. I want to hear the pain.
You ever heard Ready or Not?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
See, the whole vibe we got, I wish I would have had that.
You gotta speak to this guy here, man. And I'll be pressing him over there. Send the music. That's my favorite line. But I want to see if we can go into that Sophomore Year right quick.
Let's do that.
And then we're going to come back and we're going to get into your life a little bit, man. And steal some more Jay-Z time, too. Shout out to you, host. Dante Hill, Rock in the building. American Dream. Mr. Lafayette Party, DJ Fly Tie, Cool Ass Trav, King Khalil. We in the building, y'all. 1 o'clock Friday. Let's do it. Man, yo. I know we done stole some of that Jay-Z airwaves, so I know somebody out here.
That's okay, because he fits right in that mold of, he fits in that mold.
Pain, man.
We hear it. We can understand what he's saying.
Like, all I can ask you, man, keep making music, man. I said this to a couple artists up here. When I'm a fan of music, I'm a fan of music. I don't care if Def Jam signs to $1 million contract or if you just become independent forever. The same way I am with sports, I am with music. So I tell my friends all the time, yo, keep playing because I like watching it. Like, so I want to keep a few of my friends like Homicide and a few of my other guys I play in the records. I'm like, yo, keep playing as long as you could because I'm watching it and I enjoy watching. I'm going to say the same thing, man. Make the music. I mean, what's the slogan, man? Chase your passion and the money will find you. Right. It's on my page just like that. I'm telling you, I wrote it one day and it just stuck with me. Like, chase the music. Just chase the music, chase the craft. Like when I was playing, I had no interest. It wasn't about the NBA, it wasn't about anything. It was only about the game and proving I was the best in the world and willing to play against anyone at any given moment. I was saying the same thing to y'all with the music. Like, the money will find you if you chasing the music. The money will just it'll hunt you down. Like, yo, take the money. Like, the money gonna I'm telling y'all, just stay with the music, man.
See,
but
it's a lot of a lot of times it's a lot behind that money. You don't just be snatching checks, you know what I mean? And I get it though, you know. We here.
American dream, man. American dream, man. That's what we here for.
Gems, all three y'all dropping some jewels today, man. I love being a part of conversations like this.
I feel inspired.
Jay, do that to you?
Yo, I said the same thing this morning, man.
11:59 last night. I'm on the couch like this.
Dude, I was up at 4:30 this morning, out the crib at 8, breakfast, like laundry, everything was done on the train, got here. I was up here at 11 o'clock.
Y'all know I ain't sleep. Dreamers don't sleep too much.
Dreamers never sleep. We never sleep, bro.
I don't got no time to sleep at all.
24-hour hustles,
I DM'd Beyonce like 3 o'clock. She didn't answer me back. My girl threw the phone at me. This is a new phone right here, everybody. So after that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just wait till I get here and Ty gonna play some music for me. But
that's hip hop, man.
Outside of that, man, I'm so happy to have you here, Mr. Dante Hill, whole Rooftop family in the building, man. Get into your life a little bit, man. Dante, where you from originally, man? That's a question I want to get into.
I ain't far from here, man. I'm from Bronx, New York, man. Marshall, Tracy Towers.
Okay,
I'm over there. I know Clinton.
Oh,
Clinton High School. I went to Columbia, but I went there for summer.
I'm gonna mess with you a little bit and let you know that we have had
everybody from Brooklyn in here.
So let me tell you something. Trevor has been dying for you to get here more than anybody else.
I was gonna ask you that like at 12:03.
We was waiting because all week we've been pushing Brooklyn artists in for about 2 weeks.
It was good because we had some good artists. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Billy On. Shout out to 20 Grand Picasso, man. It's definitely an artist I do want to off the air. I want to make sure we get you in pocket with it. Yeah, I think he'll be in the Bills. I want to let them introduce each other.
Now Bill's got something too. He's a weapon too.
Yeah, I think it'll be dope though. I think part of what we do at American Dream is we try and bridge that gap of artists that may not get a chance to know this artist or work with this artist. And when I hear certain things, I'm a rapper, so I just think y'all two, I sat in the studio with both of y'all, and I think it'll be dope for y'all two to
that sound dope.
Vibe for a little bit with each other. But, you know, we'll talk about that and mess with y'all a little bit.
Ironically, y'all got the Bronx dude here the day the Jay-Z album come out.
You playing.
Nobody from Brooklyn.
First of all, I'm going to talk to management. I'm going to talk to management because we planned this a month ago. Obviously, management did not know that Jay-Z.
That was that balance.
That Jay-Z was going to drop today.
We didn't
know. We knew. You know, we had to. I think you fit what the caliber
of the MC and everything. That was a compliment.
Somebody that's able to actually talk about an album and understand who Jay-Z is and what he's done for the culture.
And I give you the compliment on the end. I said this. I said out of all of the artists, you know, I have different way that I discuss you guys when you're not around, obviously. So I said, how do I describe? I said, out of all the artists, Dante is probably the most polished that we've had up here so far. That's the word I use. What I mean by that is I know that I could go like this, and you probably could run the whole interview, control it, not have a problem with it, and able to speak on a high level intelligently. So, you know, I definitely, if I actually categorize you and, you know, I like the other artists that came up here, but when you talk about polished, that means who's probably most ready to be signed to a major money-making situation. I want to say deal, but a partnership.
You can do distribution or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to mess that up. Major money-making situation. However y'all want to partnership that or deal that or whatever that is. But
who taught you like the outside of just getting a deal? Behind that deal, like who taught you like, yo, think more than just getting the deal. Think about owning your own. Think about your own company and things like that. How did
I mean, like I said, I'm a student of the game, period. So I care about the business side of it as well. Like I like to see all of that. But so I always looked into it in some capacity. I don't think I started really grasping it as well as I do now until me and Rock got together. Because I think Rock, I didn't finish college.
Yeah.
I didn't finish college. He graduated, got his degree in engineering. He's worked for like major like television networks and has a lot. So his technical knowledge and his legal knowledge of a lot of these things is beyond mine. I've learned a lot through us figuring things out together. Like he had to holler at me about the difference between entertainment lawyers, you know, and general
criminal.
Right. A lot of that. He handles our when we put out records, when I drop an album, a single, he handles getting that through that distributed and our contracts. I mean, that's my brother though. I mean, at the same time, we've known each other since we was 13. Like we was in a music industry program in high school together.
Go and check the Instagram. I seen it
you went to
this
Clinton
week.
too?
No, they got a picture.
We both went to Eagles.
I went to Eagles.
There's
Okay.
a picture up of them two on Instagram. If you hungry, you'll find it, everybody. But y'all look about 12 years old. Y'all got your arms around each other. It was one of them throwbacks. Something I ain't gonna put it out there too much, but I had an all moment. I want to let y'all know. I was like, oh, these shit, man. Do a lot
I
together,
say all that
that's
to
all
say
right.
though, I'm able to learn because I'm comfortable who I'm learning from and with. You know what I mean? Too many people want to be too cool to take. Like I said to y'all all dropping gems today. I couldn't get better. I couldn't improve if I didn't know how to listen. Too many people don't want to listen.
I just want to say this about y'all team, the
rap
Rooftop
shit.
team, man.
Gotta learn.
I heard y'all saying, and I forget what track it is, so I don't want to misquote it exactly, man, but it's like, you gotta swallow your pride and your ego, and it's just like, I think, as soon as I walked through the door and got a chance to kick it with y'all, I was like, okay, Dante is the artist. We want him in front of the camera. Okay, Rock is the publicist, the manager, the everything else. We want him over here, not on the camera. We got your brother, he's doing this. We want him over there doing that. And everybody really was comfortable with their role. It wasn't like no egos involved.
Yeah,
and Trevor said the same thing to me one day. Trevor was like, you know why this works? Because I'm comfortable being the co-host. Ty says I'm comfortable being a DJ. I want you to lead, Khalil. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that sort of creates this dynamic, and I think the same thing works for you guys. Shout out to Golden State for having that same dynamic a little bit. Program over here, but ultimately in a team, you gotta have
You're the first Golden State.
We didn't even we would have kicked you out normally. This is a Cleveland room, okay? Ain't nobody got time for this. Yeah, all right.
We got good music, so we gonna let that one slide.
It's all right. We still. I just got off a suicide watch. I don't need this right now, okay? I really don't. I lost some change. I'm out here on the run from a couple bookies. Don't take none of my.
Say you on the run from a
couple bookies. I was like, come on, man. It ain't work out for me.
I was scared to bet on this series. I was like, I'm just watch.
Especially how it went last year. It's like,
I'm watching.
I know it wasn't gonna be like that. It couldn't be the same thing.
Just to cut y'all off for a second, Prince lawyer Lardell McMillan has tweeted out something. He says, yes, I heard the track. Not focusing on a diss track right now. Focus on letting WBR control masters. I do like the beat. Emancipation too.
I hate when people say I don't care about the diss track and then they only tweeting because of it.
I hope he don't say he got hacked. I swear to God, I hope he don't say my
that.
got hacked.
That's old.
I'm gonna tell my girl that one day when I say something crazy like, my brain got hacked. No, that wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
You on the radio, Trevor. Use that. You on the radio. People is getting to your account. You giving out the deep level.
My thoughts got hacked.
718-239-9200 American Dream Radio. We sitting here with Mr. Dante Hill. We sitting here with Mr. Life of Your Party. We sitting with Cool Ass Trev. We sitting with Official Rock. We sitting with King Khalil in the building, man. We digging into your life a little bit. Dante, man, like I said, I really like what you're doing in the music and the direction that you're going with this thing. We're going to backtrack this a little bit. We're going to run out of time, but I'm going to get you back up here another day to we'll speed it up and catch that.
This summer. It would be great if we could close out or something, come back.
Yeah, y'all gotta let us know. I'm at this radio talk. Y'all gotta let us know where y'all at.
Yeah.
So we can make sure we there. Even though I'm gonna say on the radio, Rock, I think tells me every single place he at. And every time I ain't come, I get the big bro, what's up? Like, I know you know where we was at. I said it 3 times, but I'm gonna get better at it, man. I definitely am. I've been wanting to sit with y'all on a couple different things, man.
I appreciate it, man. I've had a great time up here, man. Great conversation, man.
Yeah, this is always
feel like what I love in this room, man, and I've seen the show, but what I love is being in here. This feels like hip hop, man. This feels like what it is.
That's because of me.
You know what I mean? the
It's mostly Trav, man. You know,
the conversation, all of that, man. Just feel right.
I think that's what it is, though,
Feel
man. And honestly, we didn't know exactly. We knew we wanted to talk about sports. We knew we were talking about music. We wanted to talk about life. But we didn't. When we came here the first day, we was just like, I knew I had the elements. I knew I had the MC. I knew I had the DJ. I know I got a big ass mouth, and I knew that you put those elements together. And that's what makes it popping. Yeah. So, you know, more than anything, I wanna rewind this timeline before I run out of time a little bit and ask, when did you start rapping?
11.
Or doing music? I won't say rap. When did you start doing music?
11 years old. Started recording at 14.
Do you remember your first song? I ain't gonna make you rap it. Don't worry about it. Trev gonna try and slide it. I'm gonna say no.
Let me tell you.
We don't want no bars.
Run DMC did Peter Piper.
You gonna do? It didn't work.
Peter
3
Piper
times.
was okay. And Run DMC, iconic group, to do Peter Piper. Dante Hill can tell me his first rap he did.
You gonna do that?
I don't want
to hear the rap.
Care.
All I want to know is do you remember it? That's it.
Man, parts. It would take me a minute.
No, I don't listen to Trevor.
All I'm saying is.
I'm gonna put the sign right there.
All I'm saying is. Run DMC.
Put the sign right there.
No
Peter Piper.
bars up here.
Never should we rhyme.
You thought about it too, right?
Nelly's first song that he sold, that album with
No, it
Diamond.
really wasn't that bad. I remember it's, I'ma find a rhymer in the prime of my ability. Sonic speed flow so there ain't nobody quick as me. Stay fly even in the uniforms. Well, we was wearing uniforms. Stay fly even in a uniform like a newly formed dawn. Call me Mr. Corleone. Then I keep going strong, moving along the fast lane. When paper comes, I staple tons like my last name. My true game kick game like it's I don't remember.
Hold on, that's enough.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Because I didn't expect that.
Not
out of 11. Not out of 11.
I would have signed you. I would have signed you. I'm gonna be honest. I signed you now. At 11, you would have been all over the city.
11.
That was on my MySpace page.
You did that at 11 and record that at 14?
That was on Dep Steps. We did that.
I got a question for you, Dante. How do you feel about today's hip hop? Who do you like from New York right now?
Yeah, from New York. Man, first of all, I love the energy in New York right now. But I like Dave East a lot.
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I was just my man DJ Authorized. We was at a Casanova joint yesterday. I love Casanova.
Shout out to DJ Authorized.
He's special.
Yeah, Casanova. It's raw. That's
Let me interrupt you for a quick second. I want you to finish that. But first day we here, he walks in here. We talking about artists who we like because I interviewed them before we even got anything else going. And he's like, I like that kid Casanova. He said, I don't like him for his bars, but I just like his energy. And there's something about him that he... Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta feel that.
Yeah.
Like, Rock put me on the Casanova. Actually, we was one of the nights we talked about we lit. He was off the Henny and all that, and then we was about to dip out. Joint came on. This came on. He started rapping. It just feels so aggressive coming out the speakers. I'm like, it's hard. Then when we got in the whip, all we listened to the whole way back just kept.
Did you get his mixtape?
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for something after this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I love this song. I feel the energy
that I really like on the mixtape.
And I was like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have that sophomore jinx, and it's so sad to say sophomore jinx when it comes to songs because music is moving so fast.
Yeah.
It's like soon as
a lot of these artists, I don't see them having a 10-year anniversary.
And a lot of that's like what you were saying before. It's so watered down. It's overly popular.
That's why I'm begging you.
Yeah.
They said Red and Meth ain't jump. I'm begging you, don't jump.
Yeah. Redman could have been that 5th spot.
Don't. Shout out to Red, Reggie Noble. Shout out to Red, plus Muddy Reggie Noble's.
Matter of fact, his sister used to live in my building.
Shout out to the whole Bronx. Somebody always live
in she used to live in my building.
Always something.
Nah, word to mother.
Hurricane
G used to live in my building right before she did that joint with Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yo, since we got like the 444 concept for the J joint. We're talking on Casanova. I don't think he's gonna have like I could be wrong, and I don't wish negatively on him at all, but he might not have the most fruitful rap career, but he reminds me of like what Bleak is, like Memphis Bleak. Because Bleak ain't had the craziest rap career, but he feels like hip hop still. Like he's such a he so embodies the elements. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm not necessarily. I'm not in love. And this is where we love you, Cass. We want you up here. 792. I'm not in love with every track that I've heard from him. I'm in love with him though. But certain people, like I said, I don't like Jim Jones music.
Yeah.
I love
exactly.
Jim Jones though. Like if I want to go,
it's like that.
I want to talk with Jim. I want to see what he got going on. He feels very hip hop. But if you ask me to go play 20 Jim Jones songs back to back, I don't know if I want to hear that. But if I want to just be around somebody taking in information and knowing that they know what they know, like it's like he's one of those people, man. But listen, I don't want to waste no time on Cass and all that. I'm glad that was a good question, Ty. One of the questions we want to ask is, where do you see yourself in music in the next 5 years? Industry-wise.
Winning.
Okay, I like it.
I gotta be successful. But if we talk specific, I want to be I'm gonna be releasing quality content. And I feel like I've been learning how to balance that commercial success with the respect for the music. So I feel like I'm gonna be fruitful out here. I'm looking to be on Billboard in these next 5 years. I'm gonna be on Billboard.
Thoughts become things, fellas. You think that this into reality, fellas.
We're gonna be moving, man. And doing some things for the culture, man. I love when people like Chance the Rapper be doing for his city and all that. I want to move for the culture. That's what I'm about with.
Well, listen, here at American Dream, we accept all nonprofit donations. If you guys ever decide you want to sell 1 million records and come back and donate at American Dream, we will not say no. And then we tallied up your curses today too. I meant to tell you that, so we'll give you that bill on your way out the door.
I didn't quit today. I'm bad normally. Remember we did the other joint?
See, he had y'all scared. Me and Ty scared already. You mother.
Yeah, man.
I lost $6 the other day.
See Trevor over here rubbing his face. Go ahead and do it, then, man. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming and being part of this, man. I have a question for you. What's your favorite song all time? What you got? Not yours music specifically.
My music?
I told you, your music. Mine was sophomore year. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to take in every single song you got, but I know you have. What's your favorite?
I got so much ready
What's
for
your
this
track?
album.
You like, yo, that's my joint.
What's out?
Not out, just your track. What's your joint? You got to have one. I've asked, I've heard Jay answer this question before. What's your favorite song all time that you ever made?
Man.
I think he said The Evils or
I got so much stuff that's better than my first album. I mean, not to say my first album bad, but I mean, Ready or Not is up there now because I got a lot of stuff in that direction I'm going. I've grown so much since we've been doing this. I put that album out like my first year really working with Atlantic in the studio. You know, I was just trying to get something out to have it to move, but now it's on such a high level. You liking Sophomore so much, that's not on the album.
No?
That was like a post joint. I got a joint called Freshman Year.
I definitely covered that. Yeah, I covered that. Yeah, I did.
Sophomore was like, that's post album stuff. Like, so everything I'm doing now is post album. And man, this next thing will be crazy. You gonna love it. The vibe that we got in here today, y'all gonna love it. This gonna be crazy. And I look forward to playing that with y'all. In fact, I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna just clear it now. When we do that release, we're gonna have a big release party for this. I want all of y'all to come out. If that's not too audacious, so y'all would love that.
If y'all need a DJ that day, and hold on, we ain't gonna let this slide one more time. He said audacious, everybody. That's how I know he's a rapper's rapper. Like he said, I ain't graduated from college, none of that. That's about the third big word.
That's all right.
I ain't gonna ask you.
He from the Bronx. He went to Eagles.
That's what it is.
Some educated people in the Bronx.
Yeah, they ain't do that in Brooklyn. They just push that right on over us right there and there. But Rock, man, I know y'all gotta get out of here. It's about 1:26, man. It's official Rock in the building. Dante Hill in the building, man. Can y'all do me a favor? Because we're gonna blast off y'all music going forward, man. We want to make sure y'all here so y'all know this. We said to y'all, we support every independent artist. We support our friends and family. We got to support each other. That's the only way we're going to really, really, really get ahead in life. So I want everybody to know, where can they find you at, Rock? How can we stalk you? Where your DMs is at? I know it's a young lady seen this today, and they said, I got to get at that one. Just how can they find you, man? Tell them this.
Some of these is loving Rock right now.
He looking like they on it, man. Look at this moving over, man.
Let's keep that off the record. You can find me on Instagram, official_Rock. That's official_ROCC. That's really everywhere. Twitter.
Rooftop, what's that one about?
Rooftop. Instagram is rooftopmusic_. Everything spelled straight up, rooftopmusic_.
I got a question for you, Rob, before you get out of there. Are you interested in taking on any more artists? Because so many artists walk through this door, and I'm not anyway trying to have a record label. I would love to know if I could at least refer them to you maybe or something like that. But I get a lot of people, because we're doing this radio thing, that reach out to me like, yo, I want to know where to send his music, and
Right.
I'm gonna start sending you some stuff and see what you do with yourself, man.
Yeah, nah, I dig it. Right now, my main focus is just what we got going on right now. Crack that door open, and maybe in the future, you know what I'm saying, we'll both bring along some artists to work with. But for now, it's just Dante Hill, Rooftop.
Oh, I like that, man. Stay focused.
Yeah, that's
That's my brother right there.
Yeah, don't worry. It was a setup question. It was a setup question to see where we go with that.
We don't even got to look at each other. We on the
That's that
same
good
page, man. It's
publicist
different.
right there.
It's working, man. Dante, same thing for you. Where can they find you? How can they get at you?
Yeah.
They want to get in your DMs. I know they done seen you here all day.
Right.
I see your Instagram popping all of the time. I'm out there about to go get on your
I'm
page and
trying,
see what's
man.
going on. But where can they find you at, man? How can they stalk you down?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not big on social media, but I go crazy on Instagram. I feel like you might as well centralize all of it, right? So that's Dante Hill Music. That's it, straight up how it sounds. DanteHill Music. That's it, man.
One last one for you.
there.
What song should I be pushing and playing, and what's the single that we need to be on top of right here?
The single
'Cause we ain't good at picking singles. We about to get in some
Yeah,
music.
if it was me, I'm picking all side B stuff.
Yeah, so I need to know the
hardcore.
single. I need to know exactly what I'm supposed to be playing.
Man, well, we
If
about
not,
to
y'all
step
gonna-
we stepping into another lane this summer, man. I got a certain sound that I'm using for that balance of what's moving right now, but also without compromising the integrity of the content. So I got this joint Te Amo, Spanish record. I mean, I
Nice.
know summer's gonna be a lot of shorties at La
La
Marina.
Marina all
You was just
summer.
playing a fabulous joint. What was that?
I was at
yesterday?
La Marina all summer.
I'm saying, like, so we got something for like the Spanish shorties and moving the club. I feel like fellas can rock with it too. That's gonna be the joint. Rock, if he didn't send it to you already, I'm sure he will.
I'm
That
gonna get
joint
my
called
hands on it.
Te Amo.
Don't worry
You
about it.
gonna
I'm gonna get my hands on
pushing
that.
that this summer hard though.
All right, so say no more. That's what we blasting off with. We're gonna mess with y'all a little bit, man. Just tell y'all thank y'all so much for coming out. I think I'm gonna throw in this flag on the play. This is an open platform for y'all, especially, man. Y'all part of the reason that I'm here, and y'all motivated me to sort of want to get my energy back and doing something else at life after basketball. So
thank you, man.
for y'all, man, thank y'all so much for coming out. Anytime y'all got something y'all promoting, anytime y'all got something y'all doing, if y'all bored and y'all just up the block, come and steal a microphone. Tell me what you got going on. This is the first day, but it's not the last. I want to see y'all just anytime y'all want, man. Like, it's no.
Love, man.
I tell us the people that I really mess with, man. I don't need a reservation. We don't need no none of that. Just if you right here.
You here.
Stop in, man. It ain't
all
no problem.
fact.
I ain't gonna do nothing but play your music when you walk through the door. So
That's
I'm gonna
love,
tell
man. I
time, make
appreciate
sure
you.
do. Yo, can I hear that flag on the play?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, man. Now, man, yo, I know we done stole some of that Jay-Z airwaves, so I know
That's
somebody
okay.
out
That's
here.
okay, because he fits right in that mold of. He fits in that mold.
Pain, man.
We hear it. We can understand what he's saying.
Like, all I can ask you, man, keep making music, man. I said this to a couple artists up here. When I'm a fan of music, I'm a fan of music. I don't care if Def Jam signs you to $1 million contract or if you just become independent forever. The same way I am with sports, I'm with music. So I tell my friends all the time, yo, keep playing, because I like watching it. Like, so I want to keep feeling my friends like Homicide and feel my other guys I play in the records. I'm like, yo, keep playing as long as you could, because I'm watching it and I enjoy watching. I'm going to say the same thing, man, make the music. I mean, what's the slogan, man? Chase your passion and the money will find you. Right. It's on my page just like that. I'm telling you, I wrote it one day and it just stuck with me. Like, chase the music. Just chase the music, chase the craft. Like, when I was playing, I had no interest. It wasn't about the NBA, it wasn't about anything. It was only about the game and proving I was the best in the world and willing to play against anyone at any given moment. I was saying the same thing to y'all with the music. Like, the money will find you if you chasing the music. The money will just it'll hunt you down. Like, yo, take the money. Like, the money gonna I'm telling y'all, just stay with the music, man.
See,
But
it's a lot of a lot of times it's a lot behind that money. You don't just be snatching checks. You know what I mean? And I get it though. You know, we here.
American dream, man. American dream, man. That's what we here for.
Gems, man. All three of y'all dropping some jewels today, man. I love being a part of conversations
inspired.
like this.
I feel inspired.
Jay, do that to you?
Yo,
I
I said the same thing this morning, man.
11:59 last night. I'm on the couch like this.
Dude, I was up at 4:30
I'm
this
like-
morning, out the crib at 8, breakfast, like laundry, everything was done on the train, got here. I was up here at 11 o'clock.
Y'all know I ain't sleep. Dreamers don't sleep too much.
Dreamers never sleep. We never sleep, bro.
I don't got no time to sleep at all.
24-hour hustles,
I
you know?
DM'd Beyonce like 3 o'clock. She didn't answer me back. My girl threw the phone at me. This is a new phone right here, everybody. So after that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just wait till I get here and Ty gonna play some music for me. But
That's hip hop, man.
Outside of that, man, I'm so happy to have you here, Mr. Dante Hill, Rock, whole Rooftop family in the building, man. Get into your life a little bit, man. Dante, where you from originally, man? That's a question I want to get into.
I ain't far from here, man. I'm from Bronx, New York, man. Marshall, Tracy Towers.
Okay,
I'm over there. I know Clinton.
Oh,
Clinton High School.
yeah.
I went to Columbia, but I went there for
I'm
summer.
gonna mess with you a little bit and let you know that we have had
Everybody from Brooklyn.
So let me tell you something. Trevor has been dying for you to get him more than anybody else.
I was gonna ask you that like at 12:03.
We was waiting because all week we've been pushing Brooklyn artists in for about 2 weeks.
It was good because we had some good artists. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Billy On, shout out to 20 Gram Picasso, man. It's definitely an artist I do want to, off the air, I want to make sure we get you in pocket with. I think he'll be in the Bills. I want to let them introduce each other.
Now, Bill's got something too. He's a weapon too.
Yeah, I think it'll be dope though. I think part of what we do at American Dream is we try and bridge that gap of artists that may not get a chance to know this artist or work with this artist. And when I hear certain things, I'm a rapper, so I just think y'all two, I sat in the studio with both of y'all, and I think it'll be dope for y'all two to
that sound dope.
vibe for a little bit with each other. But, we'll talk up there and mess with y'all a little bit.
Ironically, y'all got the Bronx dude here the day the Jay-Z album come out.
You played.
Nobody from Brooklyn.
First of all, I'm going to talk to management. I'm going to talk to management because we planned this a month ago. Obviously, management did not know that Jay-Z.
That was that balance.
That Jay-Z was going to drop today.
We didn't even know.
We knew. We had to. I think you fit what the caliber
of the MC and everything. That was a compliment.
Somebody that's able to actually talk about an album and understand who Jay-Z is and what he's done for the culture.
And I'll give you the compliment on the end. I said this. I said out of all of the artists, I have different way that I discuss you guys when you're not around, obviously. So I said, how do I describe? I said, out of all the artists, Dante is probably the most polished that we've had up here so far. That's the word I use. What I mean by that is I know that I could go like this, and you probably could run the whole interview, control it, not have a problem with it, and able to speak on a high level intelligently. So, I definitely, if I actually categorize you and, I like the other artists that came up here, but when you talk about polished, that means who's probably most ready to be signed to a major money-making situation. I want to say deal, but a partnership.
We can do distribution or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to mess that up. Major money-making situation. However y'all want to partnership that or like deal that or whatever that is. But
who taught you the outside of just getting a deal? Behind that deal, who taught you think more than just getting the deal. Think about owning your own. Think about your own company and things like that. How did
like I said, I'm a student of the game, period. So I care about the business side of it as well. I like to see all of that. But so I always looked into it in some capacity. I don't think I started really grasping it as well as I do now till me and Rock got together. Because I think Rock, I didn't finish college. I didn't finish college. He graduated, got his degree in engineering. He's worked for major television networks and has a lot. So his technical knowledge and his legal knowledge of a lot of these things is beyond mine. I've learned a lot through us figuring things out together. He had to holler at me about the difference between entertainment lawyers, and general criminal, right? A lot of that. He handles our when we put out records. When I drop an album, a single, he handles getting that through that distributed and our contracts. I mean, that's my brother though. I mean, at the same time, we've known each other since we was 13. We was in a music industry program in high school together.
Go and check the Instagram. I seen it earlier
you went to Clinton
too? No, they got a picture.
We both went to Eagles.
I went to Eagles.
It's a picture up of them two on Instagram. If you hungry, you'll find it, everybody. But y'all look about 12 years old. Y'all got your arms around each other. It was one of them throwbacks. Something I ain't gonna put it out there too much, but I had an awe moment. I want to let y'all know. I was like, oh, these shit has been doing a lot.
I say all that to say though, I'm able to learn because I'm comfortable who I'm learning from and with. I mean, too many people want to be too cool to take. Like I said to y'all all dropping gems today. I couldn't get better. I couldn't improve. If I didn't know how to listen. Too many people don't want to listen.
I just want to say this about y'all team, the Rooftop team, man.
Gotta learn.
I heard y'all saying it, I forget what track it is, so I don't want to misquote it exactly, man, but it's like, you gotta swallow your pride and your ego, and it's just like, I think as soon as I walked through the door and got a chance to kick it with y'all, I was like, okay, Dante is the artist. We want him in front of the camera. Okay, Rock is the publicist, the manager, the everything else. We want him over here, not on the camera. We got your brother, he's doing this. We want him over there doing that. And everybody really was comfortable with their role. It wasn't like no egos involved.
Yeah,
and Trevor said the same thing to me one day. Trevor's like, you know why this works? Because I'm comfortable being the co-host. Ty says I'm comfortable being a DJ. I want you to lead, Khalil. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that sort of creates this dynamic. And I think the same thing works for you guys. Shout out to Golden State for having that same dynamic a little bit program over here. But ultimately in a team, you gotta have
you're the first Golden State.
We would have kicked you out normally. This is a Cleveland room, okay? Ain't nobody got time for this.
Yeah, all right. We got good music, so we gonna let that one slide.
It's all right. We still. I just got off a suicide watch. I don't need this right now, okay? I really don't. I lost some change. I'm out here on the run from a couple bookies. Don't take none of my.
Say you on the run from a
couple bookies. I was like, trying to come up, man. It ain't work out for me.
I was scared to bet on this series. I was like, no, I'm just watch.
Especially how it went last year. It's like,
I'm watching.
I know it wasn't gonna be like that. It couldn't be the same.
Just to cut y'all off for a second, Prince lawyer Lardell McMillan has tweeted out something. He says, yes, I heard the track. Not focusing on a diss track right now. Focus on letting WBR control masters. I do like the beat. Emancipation too.
I hate when people say I don't care about the diss track and then they only tweeting because of it.
Yeah. I hope he don't say he got hacked. I swear to God, I hope he don't say
my Twitter
got hacked.
That's
I'm gonna tell my girl that one day when I say something crazy like, my brain got hacked. No, that wasn't me.
You on the radio, Trevor. Use that. You on the radio. People is kin to your account. You giving out the deep level.
My daughter got hacked.
718-239-9200 American Dream Radio. We sitting here with Mr. Dante Hill. We sitting here with Mr. Life of Your Party. We sitting with Cool Ass Trav. We sitting with Official Rock. We sitting with King Khalil in the building, man. We digging into your life a little bit. Dante, man, like I said, I really like what you're doing in the music and the direction that you're going with this thing. We're going to backtrack this a little bit. We're going to run out of time, but I'm going to get you back up here another day to we'll speed it up and catch that.
This summer. It would be great if we close out or something, come back.
Yeah, y'all got to let us know. I'm this radio talk. Y'all got to let us know where y'all at.
Yeah.
So we can make sure we there. Even though I'm going to say on the radio, Rock, I think, tells me every single place he at. And every time I ain't come, I get the... Big bro, what's up? Like, I know you know where we was at. I said it 3 times, but I'm gonna get better at it today. I definitely am. I've been wanting to sit with y'all on a couple different things, man.
I appreciate it, man. I've had a great time up here, man. Great conversation, man.
Yeah, this is always
it. This feel like what I love in this room, man, and I've seen the show, but what I love is being in here. This feels like hip hop, man. This feels like what it is.
That's because of me.
You know what I mean?
It's mostly Trav, man.
The conversation, all of that, man. This feels
I think that's what it is, though, man. And honestly, we didn't know exactly. We knew we wanted to talk about sports. We knew we were talking about music. We wanted to talk about life. But we didn't. When we came here the first day, we was just like, I knew I had the elements. I knew I had the MC. I knew I had the DJ. I know I got a big ass mouth, and I knew that you put those elements together. And that's what makes it poppin'. So, more than anything, I want to rewind this timeline before I run out of time a little bit and ask, when did you start rapping?
11.
Or doing music, I won't say rap. When did you start doing music?
11 years old, started recording at 14.
Do you remember your first song? I ain't gonna make you rap it. Don't worry about it. Trev gonna try to slide it and I'm gonna say no.
Let me tell you.
We don't want no bars.
Run DMC did Peter Piper.
It didn't work.
Peter Piper was okay. And Run DMC, iconic group, can do Peter Piper. Dante Hill can tell me his first rap is there.
You gonna do that? I don't want to hear the rap. I don't care. All I want to know is do you remember it? That's it.
Man, parts. It would take me a minute.
No, don't listen to Trevor.
All I'm saying is.
I'm gonna put the sign right there.
All I'm saying is. Run DMC.
Put the sign right there.
No bars up here.
Nursery rhyme.
You thought about this too, right?
Nelly's first song that he sold, that album with
No, it
Diamond.
really wasn't that bad. I remember it's I'ma find a rhyme in the prime of my ability. Sonic speed flow so there ain't nobody quick as me. Stay fly even in the uniforms when we was wearing uniforms. Stay fly even in a uniform like a newly formed dawn. Call me Mr. Corleone. Then I keep going strong, moving along the fast lane. When paper comes, I staple tons like my last name. My true game kick game like it's I don't remember.
Hold on, that's enough.
That's perfect. That's perfect. But I didn't expect that.
Not out of 11.
Not out of 11.
I would have signed you.
Not at
I would have signed you. I'm gonna be honest. I signed you now at 11. You would have been all over the city.
11.
That was on my MySpace page. I put like a little MySpace video.
You did that at 11 and record that at 14?
That was on Dep Steps. We did that.
I got a question for you,
crazy.
Dante. How do you feel about today's hip hop? Who do you like from New York right now?
Yeah, from New York. Man,
Yeah.
first of all, I love the energy in New York right now. But I like Dave East a lot.
Shout out to D.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I was just my man DJ Authorized. We was at a Casanova joint yesterday. I love Casanova.
Casanova. Shout out to DJ Authorized.
He's special.
Yeah, Casanova. It's raw. That's
Let me interrupt you
raw
for a quick
rap
second. I want you to
energy.
finish that. But first day we here, he walks in here. We talking about artists and we like, because I interviewed them before we even got anything else going. And he's like, I like that kid Casanova. He said, I don't like him for his bars, but I just like his energy. And it's something about him that he. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta feel that.
Yeah.
Like, Rock put me on the Casanova. Actually, he was one of the nights we talked about. We lit. He was off the Henny and all that, and then we was about to dip out. Joint came on. This came on. He started rapping. And it just feels so aggressive coming out the speakers. I'm like, it's hard. Then when we got in the whip, all we listened to the whole way back just kept.
Did you get his mixtape?
Yeah.
Because
Tax Letter's hard.
I was waiting for something after this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I love this song. I feel the
two or
energy.
three that I really like on the mixtape.
And I was like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have that sophomore jinx, and it's so sad to say sophomore jinx when it comes to song because music is moving so fast.
Yeah.
It's
And
like soon as
a lot of these artists, I don't see them having a 10-year anniversary.
And a lot of that's like what you were saying before. It's so watered down. It's overly popular.
that's why I'm begging you.
Yeah.
They said Red and Meth ain't jump. I'm begging you, don't jump.
Yeah.
Don't,
Redman could have been that fifth spot.
Don't. Shout out to Red, Reggie Noble. Shout out to Red. Plus
Muddy
Reggie
Waters.
Noble's.
Matter of fact, his sister used to live in my building.
Shout out to the whole Bronx. Somebody always live
No,
in the
she used to live in my
There's always
building.
something.
Nah,
going
word
on
to
in the
mother.
Bronx. It's the side of
Hurricane
the
G used to live in my building right before she did that joint
We
with
gonna
Puff
put it out.
Daddy.
We gonna put the Hurricane
That's
G.
right.
Yo, since we got like the 444 concept for the J joint, we're talking on Casanova. I don't think he's gonna have like I could be wrong, and I don't wish negatively on him at all, but he might not have the most fruitful rap career, but he reminds me of like what Bleak is, like Memphis Bleak. Because Bleak ain't had the craziest rap career, but he feels like hip hop still. Like he's such a he so embodies the elements.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not necessarily. I'm not in love. And this is where we love you, Cass. We want you up here.
Love his energy,
I'm not in love with every track that I've heard from him.
Yeah.
I'm in love with him though.
But
There's
we
certain
haven't
people,
heard-
like I said, I don't like Jim Jones music.
Yeah.
I love
exactly.
Jim Jones though. Like if I want to go,
It's like that.
I want to talk with Jim. I want to see what he got going on. He
Yeah.
feels very hip hop. But if you ask me to go play 20 Jim Jones songs back to back, I don't know if I want to hear that. But if I want to just be around somebody taking in information and knowing that they know what they know, like it's like he's one of those people, man. But
Cass
listen,
crazy,
I don't want to waste no time on Cass and all that. I'm glad that was a good question, Ty. One of the questions we want to ask is, where do you see yourself in music in the next 5 years, industry-wise?
Winning.
Okay, I like it.
I gotta be successful. But if we talk specifics,
Specific.
I want to be I'm gonna be releasing quality content. And I feel like I've been learning how to balance that commercial success with the respect for the music. So I feel like I'm gonna be fruitful out here. I'm looking to be on Billboard in these next 5 years. I'm gonna be on Billboard.
Thoughts become things, fellas. You think that this into reality, fellas.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be moving, man. And doing some things for the culture, man. I love what people like Chance the Rapper be doing for his city and all that. I want to move for the culture. That's what I'm about with.
Well, listen, here at American Dream, we accept all nonprofit donations.
Okay.
If you guys ever decide you want to sell 1 million records and come back and donate at American Dream, we will not say no. And then we tallied up your curses today too. I meant to tell you that, so we'll give you that bill on your way out to the.
I didn't feel it today. I'm bad normally. Remember we did the other joint?
See, he had y'all scared. Me and Ty scared already. Yeah, like you mother.
Yeah, man.
I lost $6 the other day.
Word. See Trevor over here rubbing his face. Go ahead and do it, then, man. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming and being part of this, man. I have a question for you. What's your favorite song all time? What you got? Not yours music specifically.
My music?
I told you, your music. Mine was sophomore year. Obviously, I didn't get chance of taking every single song you got, but I know you have. What's your
I
favorite?
got so much ready
What's
for
your
this next
track?
album.
You just
that
you
ain't out.
like, yo, that's my joint.
What's out?
Not I'll
got
just
this
your
joint.
track. What's your joint? You got to have one. I've asked, I've heard Jay answer this question before. What's your favorite song all time that you ever made?
Man.
I think he said The Evils or
I got so much stuff that's better than my first album. I mean, not to say my first album bad, but I mean, Ready or Not is up there now because I got a lot of stuff in that direction I'm going. I've grown so much since we've been doing this. I put that album out like my first year really working with Atlantic in the studio. You know, I was just trying to get something out to have it to move, but now it's on such a high level. You liking Sophomore so much, that's not on the album.
No?
That was like a post joint. I got a joint called Freshman Year.
I definitely covered that. Yeah, I covered that. Yeah, I did
Sophomore
like that.
was like, that's post-album stuff. Like, so everything I'm doing now is post-album. And man, this next thing gonna be crazy. You gonna love it. The vibe that we got in here today, y'all gonna love it. This gonna be crazy. And I look forward to playing that with y'all. In fact, I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna just clear it now. When we do that release, we're gonna have a big release party for this. I want all of y'all to come out. If that's not too audacious, so y'all would love to have
Y'all need a DJ that day. And hold on, we ain't gonna let this slide one more time. He said audacious, everybody. That's how I know he's a rapper. Like he said, I ain't graduated from college, none of that. That's about the third big word.
That's all right.
I ain't gonna actually
He from the Bronx. He went to Eagles.
That's what it is.
Some educated people in the Bronx.
Yeah, they ain't do that in Brooklyn. They just push
thing,
that right on over us right there and there. But Rock, man, I know y'all gotta get out of here. It's about 1:26, man. It's official Rock in the building. Dante Hill in the building, man. Can y'all do me a favor? Because we're gonna blast off y'all music going forward, man. We want to make sure y'all here so y'all know this. We said to y'all, we support every independent artist. We support our friends and family. We gotta support each other. That's the only way we're gonna really get ahead in life. So I want everybody to know, where can they find you at, Rock? How can we stalk you? Where your DMs is at? I know it's a young lady seen this today, and they said, I got to get at that one. Just, how can they find you, man? Can't really know. Tell them this.
Shorties is loving Rock right now.
He looking like they on it, man. Look at this moving over, man.
Let's keep that off the record. You can find me on Instagram, official_rock. That's official_ROCC. That's really everywhere, Twitter.
Rooftop, what's that one about?
Rooftop, Instagram is Rooftop Music _. Everything spelled straight up, Rooftop Music _.
I got a question for you, Rob, before you get out of there. Are you interested in taking on any more artists? Because so many artists walk through this door, and I'm not anyway trying to have a record label. I would love to know if I could at least refer them to you, maybe, or something like that. But I get a lot of people, because we're doing this radio thing, that reach out to me like, yo, I want to know where to send his music, and I'm gonna start sending you some stuff and see what you do with yourself, man.
I dig it. Right now, my main focus is just, what we got going on right now. Crack that dope, and then maybe in the future, you know what I'm saying, we'll both bring along some artists to work with, but for now, it's just Dante Hill, Rooftop.
Oh, I like that, man. Stay focused.
Yeah, that's my brother right there.
Yeah, don't worry. It was a setup question. It was a setup question to see where we don't even
got to look at each other. We on the same page, man. It's different.
Man, Dante, same thing for you. Where can they find you? How can they get at you?
Yeah.
They want to get in your DMs. I know they done seen you here all day. I see your Instagram popping all of the time. I'm out there about to go get on your page and see what's going on. But where can they find you at, man? How can they stalk you down?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not big on social media, but I go crazy on Instagram. I feel like you might as well centralize all of it, right? So that's Dante Hill Music. That's it, straight up how it sounds. DANTEHILL Music. That's it, man.
One last one for you. What song should I be pushing and playing, and what's the single that we need to be on top of right here?
The single
we ain't good at picking singles. We about to get into
if it was me, I'm picking all side B stuff.
Yeah. So I need to know the single. I need to know exactly what I'm supposed to be playing.
Man, well, we stepping into another lane this summer, man. I got a certain sound that I'm using for that balance of what's moving right now, but also without compromising the integrity of the content. So I got this joint Te Amo, Spanish record. I know summer's gonna be a lot of shorties at La Marina. You was just playing a fabulous joint. What was that?
I was at La Marina all summer.
I'm saying, like, so we got something for like the Spanish shorties and moving the club. I feel like fellas can rock with it too. That's gonna be the joint. Rock, if he didn't send it to you already, I'm sure he will. That joint called Te Amo.
I'm gonna get my hands on that.
Pushing that this summer hard though.
All right, so say no more. That's what we blasting off with. We're going to mess with y'all a little bit, man. Just tell y'all thank y'all so much for coming out. I think I'm going to throw in this flag on the play. This is an open platform for y'all, especially, man. Y'all part of the reason that I'm here, and y'all motivated me to sort of want to get my energy back and doing something else, that life after basketball. So,
thank you, man.
For y'all, man, thank y'all so much for coming out. Anytime y'all got something y'all promoting, anytime y'all got something y'all doing, if y'all bored and y'all just up the block, come and steal a microphone, tell me what you got going on. This is the first day, but it's not the last. I want to see y'all just anytime y'all want, man. Like, there's no,
love, man.
I tell us the people that I really mess with, man, I don't need a reservation. We don't need no, none of that. Just you right here.
You here.
Stop in, man. It ain't no problem. I ain't gonna do nothing but play your music when you walk through the door. So
that's love, man. I appreciate you.
Yo, can I hear that flag on the play, please?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, man, let's get out of here with that. And love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. American Dream Radio, yeah.